On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Houston Texans. And able to get this out to the 25. In motion comes the tight end left. May going to throw right away. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run the jet sweep with Douglas. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Pats are on the board first here this afternoon. So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver to get him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook. And they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now a give, right side. Marks. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Marks. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run once more with Stevenson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Nifty move. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Stroud. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they just did not get the snap away in time. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Stroud to throw it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On a slant, here's Collins.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, 28 yards.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Gets this complete to Butte.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots.
Taking it about the 16. And 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Stroud.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Stroud.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Milton Williams
He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. To the air, May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's May. Left side caught by Diggs. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's May. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Looking to throw. May. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Stevenson on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Stevenson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running left is Stevenson.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the shotgun, May with it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Keyshawn Butte.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots are able to widen their advantage. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Stroud. And he pulled in downfield by Collins.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and first and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Third and goal, Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Harrison Bryant, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are back within a score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that, Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Milton Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Stroud out of the gun here. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll throw with May. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the gun, it's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
To throw, it's May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. May now off the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
For the Patriots field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Open man is Kirk, complete.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Stroud looking to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk.
Now a signal in the timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
It's a gain of 5. brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 48. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 24-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Milton Williams
Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
At the
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And that will be incomplete.
Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Stroud working out of the gun. Schultz hauls in the quick throw.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Stroud.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that's going to tie things at 20. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Throwing here is May.
And he spots Henderson open left side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now May on the sneak, and he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Looking to throw, May.
He finds Douglas complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying out. Great catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To the air, May. Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Here's May. Now he's going to step up and run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
2nd and 9 now. They set up the screen for Henderson.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down is May. Gets this complete to Butte.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down. Marks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Able to shake him off. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
2nd and 9. Stroud sets up the play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. And Stroud now to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this fourth quarter. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
From the gun, it's Stevenson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll throw with May. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's when you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Stroud out of the gun here. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Stroud off the play fake. Another one caught by Collins. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here. To pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Stroud looking to throw.
They set up the screen to Chubb. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and goal.
Yeah, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
This is third and goal.
Now they'll empty out the backfield.
Third and goal, Stroud. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. This is first and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So the Patriots now down by a field goal, just under 2 minutes to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up first and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll come up now on second down. Now a handoff. Stevenson. And
This winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. They'll try and throw for it with May.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 33-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Stroud looks to throw.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
7-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Back to throw.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
That is caught. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's brought down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
A gain of 12. First down, Patriots.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play. Getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.